Barcelona. I'm happy to be here again in this edition of D4A. Been part of this speaking club for since the beginning, and always a pleasure. Started my journey with D4A speaking about the governance issues with the blockchain, with the help of blockchain. Now it's a metaverse time. So it's a pleasure for me today to orient to you guys about how the governments can get benefits or use metaverse for different advantages. So moving forward, first of all, I would like to elaborate what I'm not going to emphasize on. When people think about metaverse, they think about gaming. They think about VR and 3D devices and their applications. It's not always the case with the metaverse. At the same time, I'm not going to take you deep into the tech side of the metaverse. So these are the two areas where I'm not going to focus on. My primary focus will be what's in it, what's in metaverse for the governments, how they can use, like other enterprises, like gaming companies, like the other crypto applications, how governments specifically can use metaverse. So let's start with the orienting about what metaverse is. Basically, it's a transition. Basically, it's an advancement for the internet. And there is a reason for that, to enhance the experience. So it's a good combo of a physical and also the digital. So yesterday we had got a new term, phygital, from Jimmy, and when he mentioned about his Meta Arena as a big project in metaverse side. So this is a phygital kind of experience that is a progression from internet to the next level of, let's say, we call it Web3 or a metaverse now. What are core use cases of metaverse in general? So it's basically to facilitate or to create the environment for basically work, socializing. That's what we do on internet as well. Then doing the transactions, learning, and playing. So these are the few elements which get enabled when you are using metaverse. Which technologies are enabling metaverse? Primarily all of the emerging technologies, starting from IoT, AI, blockchain, even the application of blockchain, which is cryptocurrency. So all of these are coming together to shape up this new environment that's known as now metaverse. Bit about the journey of metaverse. Of course, the start would be the origin of WWW, World Wide Web. That was 1989. From there onwards, it has a journey. The journey includes the major step of its name. 1992, the Stephen, who was the Stephenson, who coined this term as metaverse. So beyond the universe kind of a thing. So meta means beyond, and verse is, of course, been taken from the universe. So it's something been coined up in 1992 in his sci-fi novel. We move on, and then in the recent very times, 2015, Decentraland was the first blockchain-powered land where you can acquire the land, and also at the same time you can rent it out now these days to put your enterprise, put your product showcases, put your games, and use this virtual land just like a physical place to do work, to create some kind of e-commerce showcasing store, and at the same time enable people to get entertained, do some other things which we generally do in the physical world. Very recently, in the last year, two of the mega companies in the world, especially on the side of internet, one, Facebook, which later became Meta, and also Microsoft. They introduced their visions and also at the same time their products on Metaverse. That was the accelerating point for the metaverse to actually now where we are heading towards. These two major companies, when they put their hands on the metaverse side, I think that was a trigger. And now literally every major company, every major country is looking forward to use metaverse for some kind of a use case. So this is a brief history. by this year, ending by 2022, there are many governments who have started also using the metaverse. There is a reason for that. It's going to be like 1,542 billion worth industry by 2030. So you can do e-commerce, you can govern in this in this virtual world, you can play, you can interact, you can create new revenue streams. Just like when internet came, there were some new revenue streams which were not there in the physical world before. We are again entering in the same era. That right now it's very early to say what will be the real use cases or commercial use cases of metaverse, but there will be many, many to come. Where metaverse is getting implemented, in which verticals, pretty much like internet, it is also going to impact all the verticals of work, whether it is entertainment, which has already been happening. Digital world is coming up with a lot of applications of metaverse, virtual advertisements, healthcare, education, training programs have been happening. Tourism, you can go and visit those cities like Dubai, like Seoul, where you don't have the access to go there. You still can visit their digital twins. And you can also recruit. Accenture is doing already during the time of COVID, they created this metaverse environment and they started recruitment in that metaverse environment. So it's again, as I said, it's the next level of internet. Now I'll share some of the examples, are the trailblazers from different parts of the world who are using metaverse already for their government services. But before going to that, I'll just take you a little bit back again, how it's a progression. When we, as a humanity, we started reaching out to the governments through physical offices. Then came the telephones, call centers, contacts. Then came the internet and websites. We used to reach out for applications, or we used to download some government data through the websites. Then came the apps. Now the next move will be metaverse. So governments will be enabling their citizens, businesses to take services in the metaverse environment. Again, to enhance their digital experience, or rather physical experience. So now starting with the trailblazers. Of course, I have to start with the Dubai because again, no doubt it's the capital of metaverse these days. They are the only country at the moment, or only city in the world, which brought the metaverse strategy. So what does that strategy saying? That it's not going to be used only for the hype reasons or for the trend reasons. They will be using it as a revenue generation source. By 2030, they will be having 1% of their GDP coming through metaverse. That's an ambitious target. It's not a long from now. It's only 7, 8 years. So they will be earning 1% of their GDP through metaverse. And so many other things, 40,000 jobs creations, becoming number one in the world. So the strategy is very much laid out, and it's not just the strategy. The action steps are happening. Their Ministry of Economy is already having an office space in the metaverse. Their municipality has already started working on the digital twin, designing the digital twin of Dubai. Healthcare Ministry has already put together a digital healthcare setup in the metaverse. So many, and there are many other examples. I'm just highlighting the few. Moving on to the neighboring city of Dubai, Ajman. They have put the world's first ever police station on the metaverse. So if I have anything to take care in Ajman's police office, I don't have to physically go there. I can simply reach out to their app on metaverse and file my complaint or can answers to someone if there is some query for me or I have a query for some police department. Another neighboring city of Dubai, Sharjah. So with the sponsorship of BSV, my company MateSol, we are doing a project for with the help of University of Sharjah to put together their government's like artifacts, cultural heritage on metaverse. So we're creating this studio where there will be a lot of heritage of Sharjah. Sharjah, by the way, is very well known in the United Arab Emirates as a city with the heritage. Arabic heritage is very much dominant there. So this is the metaverse application the government is like supporting for this purpose. Moving out of the UAE, Seoul, by the way, was the first, I think, city which came out and brought this concept of putting the government on metaverse. So their mayor last year did the annual meeting and also did some kind of uh, their speech to the citizens through metaverse. And also there are a lot many other things they're doing on the metaverse since that time. There is also embassy of Barbados. Our good friend Gabriel Abid, he's been the flag bearer of this particular use case. So we don't have to reach out to the physical embassy of the Barbados to apply the visa. We can reach out to their metaverse embassy. Their citizens can apply passports through this, again, metaverse. China. So China again recently has started their journey for the metaverse. Shanghai municipality has already started putting together a lot of use cases on the metaverse. Moving forward, Saudi Arabia, very again recently, they had their recent the National Day, so they celebrated on metaverse. So again, you can see how government is just why I'm like revealing these trailblazer use cases, because again, you can see how many different ways you can use metaverse. Our governments can use metaverse. So all these are different use cases. From the Dubai till now to Saudi Arabia, I'm bringing you their very early stage use cases. And as the time will progress, we'll see more and more coming up. And they have put together $4.6 billion worth investment pool only for the metaverse projects, by the way, for the Saudi stuff. How can we forget about Catalonia now? Our very dear CB Cat, which is also an organizer of this wonderful event, they have started their Catverse, the Catalonia Metaverse project, early this year, and been doing wonders with this project in different parts of the world. They have exhibited it, and if I think yesterday also they were showcasing their progress of this project on the second floor's Inspiration Lounge. Now, this is something which we are now doing with the different government entities in UAE, and also we are welcoming others to join us and get these service centers in the metaverse. So again, these are customizable platforms where citizens and at the same time the businesses, they can reach out to these virtual offices and get the services of relevant authority. You can apply your passport, you can apply your citizen NOCs are educational credentials, anything which you are doing on web or through PDFs or through mobile apps. Now we have designed this platform to take it into the metaverse side. With that, like metaverse opportunities are endless for the governments. Again, this is a very beginning of the journey. Right now, the use cases are the service centers, where you can ease out the commute, like you can literally eliminate the commute for the citizens, long queues, and give the experience to the citizens. Okay, they can reach out to you in the metaverse and get the government services, informations through that particular app. But moving forward, I'm seeing a lot many applications happening on the metaverse for the governments. With that, metaverse is future, and future is now. Thank you very much.